Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shh. Don't tell everybody. Don't tell. Hi. Okay. You guys ready? Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lab After Dark is starting shortly. Lab After Dark is starting soon.
Make sure to hit that like button on the way in. What up, Seth? Requiem, Jerry Lynn. What's up? Destructive.
Lab After Dark is starting soon.
Right.
I figured.
Well, you opened that Pandora's door.
Donna, it is all happening. Right in front of our eyes.
I was actually
Is what we usually
getting down to pee, but whatever, you know.
The music that's playing right now.
What's the point in causing big ruckus?
No, that's not me playing the drums, but I mixed this. I did this. No, I didn't just wake up. I've been awake all day. It's just midnight, but who was the person that said this intro is every annoying sound ever put into a song or something like that? I don't agree. I don't. Who said? Somebody said that? How dare they? I kind of do remember it though. I do. I sort of remember somebody saying that, but what kind of jerk, you know? It's not every annoying sound, but it's like a lot. It's only midnight on the West Coast. That's a fact. That is a fact. Plus, it's like, what? Isn't it Friday? I know somebody's going to go, no, Josh, it's Saturday. Don't do it. Don't you dare. I mean, I get it. It's Saturday. Ha, 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 ha. But really, until you go to sleep and sort of reset, it's not. Okay? You got to go to sleep first, and then that's when the next day starts, not before. You can't just stay up for like people that do meth and stuff like that. Like that's how they do their days. You know what I mean? Like they're like, well, I got some sleep last week. So if you do, you know, if that's the lifestyle that you live, then fine. Then I will concede that that it is. Why slow mode for chat? You must be new. Are you new here? Let me take a look here. What's up, Jab? Why slow mode? Oh, trust me. It's necessary. Let's just say that there are people. Really? You're not new. Well, then you must have been here when some unscrupulous person, some less than loquacious individual, some person that likes to break the rules types in the N-word one letter at a time in my chats. That's why. So we can stop that from happening. Don't you mock how many people. There's about to be less. Just because you said that, there might be one less. So that's if you must know, I have blocked it. But if they do it one letter at a time, you can't block just letters. I can't block N or G or R. I can't block individual letters. So we have to slow it down. And they usually get, the NI part out. Maybe one G, maybe. And then we shut it down. Why do you make me do this? Why do I have to explain this so many times? I have a method for my madness. It's not because I think I'm some big shot that, I can time them out, but it still happens. And it's not just one person. And sometimes it's one person with 100 different alts. Sometimes, not every time. And, it's not, it's just how it has to be. I'm sorry. If you have to send more chats than, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. I mean, it's 5 seconds, it's not like it's a 30-second delay. Yeah. I mean, let's just be honest, it's precautionary. A pound of, what is it? Pound of, do they get paid to do it? No. No, they don't. Yeah, they can block them, but what you don't understand is we're dealing with some sick people in this world. Like the sickest. Now, we're not really complaining, they were just asking. There's really sick humans in this world. And the problem is that they have like 900 alt accounts. So yes, once they can get blocked, fine. But a 5-second delay it really does the trick. Now, like I said, they might be able to get a couple here and there, a couple letters, maybe an F and an A before they say what else, and then we stop them right in their tracks. Boom. So there's a method to my madness, unfortunately, but I apologize if it's inconvenienced you in any way. And let's see. Yeah, and if you end up with a membership, then there's no slow mode for you. Yeah, they're not. Sometimes it depends on. I think it depends on the price of the medication that the person's on, or if they're like, if there's a shortage of it, because you can tell when they're unbalanced. But it's not just that one person. But there is a troll that dominates, and they get us all. And I'm just not having it. I'm not having it. I wish I could. We have great moderators. Sweet soul, you're going to get blocked. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. She tried it. She did it. Waiting for a mod. Damn, you guys just let that through. Like, okay, right. Good job, guys. Unbelievable. They got it all out. It's already done. The whole thing, I mean, it's a little late now. I was just testing. I could have done it. I could have pulled the trigger on it when I wanted to. Golden Pearl. No, it wasn't. It was a joke. Not a big deal. It was a joke. Really? Come a long way. Do you think so? I don't know, man. I think I'm regressing in life. I like to think that I'm coming a long way, but corn dog is not a blocked word in this chat, contrary to popular belief. But 600, see, you don't have to time her out. She was just kidding. 600 seconds? That's a long time. What is that in dog years? 600 seconds in dog years. Seems like a lot, right? Yeah, I felt like I needed to, I was going to do a show with McDonough tonight, but we're doing one, it's scheduled for tomorrow, 6:00, West Coast, 9:00, East Coast. Be there, be square. Can you untime her out? She was just kidding. She was just, I think she was just testing us. But it doesn't count because she's a member, so that's shit. You know? When you're a member, you kind of have carte blanche. And that's when the blocking becomes necessary. You know, that's when it becomes. No, I don't think so. I don't know. That's right. Bring up the likes. All right, let's do that. But so anyway, I kind of had a long day, and Ollie, you're not gonna like the stream at all. I wouldn't even bother. I wouldn't even bother with it, to be honest with you. You're gonna hate it. Yeah, full disclosure. That's why we're on After Dark, folks. I do think you found your flow. Sorry if I was ever an asshole to you over the years. God, man, if I had a nickel for every time somebody said that. I'd have like 30 cents maybe. Maybe just a little more. 30, 40 cents. Not a lot. Most people don't apologize, so I don't know if you have or not. I nothing that I recall. There's a lot of people that have given me a piece of their mind over the years. That's a fact. People like to air their grievances out with me publicly and privately. I don't know why. I think they think that it's like like, because I guess I come off nice, and I just kind of take it like I don't, because it doesn't really like ruin my entire day. But Jen, I honestly, I do not remember. I don't know if he did, but I appreciate that. I don't know if is that, but is that really a compliment? Is that a compliment? I don't know if it's a compliment if somebody says, "Hey, sorry if I've ever been an asshole to you over the years." That's not a compliment. That's an apology. That's different. Really? A little bitchy towards me? I would never say that. I've never even called a woman a bitch to her face. Never. Maybe behind her back. Like maybe under my breath. I don't even think I've ever said somebody's being bitchy. Never. Isn't that weird? I've called people lunatics. I've called people crazy. But no, I've never done that before. I'm not telling you. You can either stay and watch and hate it, or you can just leave and and never not worry about it. Stay, hate it, go. Never know. Did you see the title? I don't want to be nice. That's me being extremely nice, to be honest with you. I'm being very, very nice. I did 7 miles today. My legs are toast. Felt good. But, oh, she knows who Trev is. Don't don't get it twisted. She's been around. You did 7 miles. I hiked in the woods. In the woods. Yeah. Yeah, 7. I know. Those woods looked like a Twilight movie. Well, it was among the redwoods. It was, I was deep in the brush or bush. Is that Joey H I see? What's up, Joey H? I didn't know you knew about this channel. Yeah, there was a I saw some critters. No. I have never, no, I didn't see Bigfoot. It was the middle of the day. No, I'm not going to do a marathon. No. Not that I know of. How far am I from the coast? The coast of California? Like, I don't know, a mile, maybe? At the most. Maybe at the most. It was like, yeah, it was a lot. It was nice though. It was nice. It's really weird because when you get under like those enormous redwood tree canopies, it's kind of cold. Like it feels cold under there, but the ground's always sort of soft, but it's never dry. Yeah, I'm less than like, I don't know. I could get to the beach from here in 2 minutes. Nah, not 2 minutes. Maybe 5 minutes, the most. So it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, and it was a long 7 miles. Is it cold back east? I haven't really looked at the weather. I know that people are really it's cold. Like the other day I was out and it was like 33 degrees outside, and I stepped in a puddle. I talked about this on the lab. I stepped in a puddle like almost right out of the gate. And I was sort of on a time constraint because I had something to do later that day. Like I had to be somewhere, which sucks. Like whenever you have to be somewhere, you know, out of obligation, it's never great. So you're like, okay, well, so I just right out of the gate, I just stepped in a freezing ass pile of water. Really a pile, I guess it would be considered a puddle. And I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to keep going and it's going to dry out. My foot's going to dry out. Blah, blah, blah. It didn't. It got worse and worse and worse to the point where when I was running, I couldn't feel my foot anymore. So it sort of almost became a little dangerous. It felt a little dangerous, like when I was running. I felt like I was like an extra on Pirates of the Caribbean. I do live by Trinidad. I probably live about 20 miles from Trinidad. It's a very nice place. We had tornadoes yesterday and then a cold front, 68 degrees to 35. Wow, 80 today. Yep. Okay. That's where I'm from. No, I'm in Humboldt County. Land of the Weed. Has anybody seen what's the movie One Battle After Another? Trinidad doesn't really have any redwoods, but it's just more of the coast. It's like the coast of but where I'm at, like the redwoods are not far from where I'm at. Yeah, that's where I live. That's exactly where I live. That's where I live. Born and raised. It's nice though. Yeah, you can. There's a lot of outdoorsy stuff to do, and I grew up doing outdoorsy stuff and sort of kind of getting back into the outdoorsy things. Yeah, I would say it's gloomy. It's nice. Some parts of it. It's just like there's like 40,000 people. It's not it's not a big city. The county's big, but the city's not that big. San Francisco. Now you want to talk about gloomy. San Francisco for a month in April. I'm really excited. My cousin had her. That'll be fun. Like the college that's here is called College of the Redwoods. That's the actual name of that's the name of the college because it's surrounded by redwoods. Like they're huge too. Biggest tree. There was a tree and I think it fell over. I think it fell a while ago. But you could drive through the tree. Yeah. Beautiful there. I went there years ago. The streams a gorgeous but supposedly very dangerous underground drug trade culture. Well, there used to be, but it's legal now. So it's not like I have some family that lives in a place called Eureka, California. It's exactly where I live. I've lived here, and then I've lived in the Central Valley, but this is where I was born. It's where all my family is. Sacramento. Which is Modesto. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I guess it would be considered the boonies. It's how close to Murder Mountain. So Murder Mountain's Alder Point. I don't know, like an hour. It's like an hour south of here. But you know that crap is sensationalized, and it doesn't really have that much to do with the people that live here. Murder Mountain, that TV show. Is not, or the whatever it was. I think it was a movie or a series or something. It was sensationalized. But like I said, there's not much drug trade or drug activity anymore. All right, bye, Donna. Tell him we said hi. Yeah, I mean, there was some stuff like in the 70s, 80s, maybe the 90s, but all that stuff's really like calmed down. And I've told this story before, but I don't know if I heard of Bigfoot before, but I might have. I was in a place called Mill Creek one time, and it was this friggin', I heard this scream, this animal scream. Never heard anything like it in my life. Never. And it sounded like a T-Rex. I was terrified. I don't know what it was. It was loud. I've never heard anything like that ever again. But it had the low tremble, and then sort of also a high kind of pitch to it. It was like, I felt the vibration in my chest. I wasn't the only one that heard it, too. It's terrifying. Yeah, it was a fox. I know you're going to make fun of me. You're going to go, yeah, George, well, whatever. You didn't hear it. I heard it. I heard the whole thing. And I grew up in Bigfoot country. Never heard anything like that ever again. I've heard other people describe the scream of what they say was a Bigfoot. And it sounded similar to me. No, it wasn't a fox. It was a massive friggin' animal. You think that there was a bull in the middle of the woods? Debbie says what says, maybe it was a bull. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was, I don't know. I have no idea. I've heard a fox scream. I know what that sounds like. I've heard a fox before. I live in the, like, I live sort of in the wilderness, kind of. I mean, not really, but it wasn't a bull. It was a loud, man-eating, upright, Homo sapien-ish. I don't know. I was like 16, 17. But I'm telling you, I wasn't the only one that heard it. Everybody that was out there heard it. It was like everybody that was, even everybody that, pretty much everybody in the campsite heard it. We were all talking about it the next day. I don't know what it was. I really don't know what it was. But it was terrifying. I don't know. I sort of believe in Bigfoot. Kind of. Well, isn't the world just your oyster, sweet soul? I'm engaging with my audience at the moment, and I have people derailing me. I'm checking in, okay? This is an intimate setting. Yeah, but I've never heard a mermaid yell. I think so. They film a lot of crap out here. Jurassic Park. I don't know if Harry and the Hendersons. I think Harry and the Hendersons was filmed like in Washington, I think. But that was just on the other day. I used to love that movie. I have an uncle that looks exactly like him. Like exactly like Harry. And similar hair covering, you know. It's just like, No, it wasn't an Ewok. If anything, it was a Saskatchewan, at least. Yeah, this is more of a lab after. This is a lab after dark. I noticed it had been 2 weeks since I'd been on this channel. Gizmo. Gizmo, that's what is that? The Gremlins? I used to be terrified of those movies when I was a kid. No, it's not supposed to stop until mid-March, I think. Mid-March. I don't think it was an owl. It wasn't Yoda, but it was terrifying. I will say that. Yeah. Sometimes I do think about it, though. I just kind of like go, wonder what the hell that was. I would love to know one day if I could get a straight answer out of God. Say, God, please tell me what that was. But I'll probably have to wait till I get to heaven. Oh, is that right? How'd you find this channel? I never promote this channel. I never have. I don't know why. It wasn't a fox. Stop saying that. Peyton's working on it. I tell you, he's working on saving it. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I wasn't exactly sure that I was gonna go live, and I was like, what do I do? Because it was pretty late when I finished doing what I was doing. So I was like, well, I haven't done a after dark in a long time, and not that I don't want to talk about the Nancy Guthrie case, but we're gonna do that in spades tomorrow with McDonough. So that's why I was just like, Otis is having a dream. He does this every night. He has a dream every night now where he but tonight we're going to listen to one of the dumbest people in the world talk about the Nancy Guthrie case, and I'm going to critique him, and I'm going to make fun of him, and I'm going to be snarky as long as I have energy. Cats are very loud, yeah. JLT. What is that? Who's JLT? What the hell are you talking about, Cat Randall? Cat Randall's in the house, everybody. Give it up for a legend. Dubs in the chat for Cat Rand. He used to be a dog. Now he's a cat. That's why we call him Trans Randall. Was a dog. Now he's a cat. DT. DT. Nancy no estará in Mexico. I'm a cougar rar. Transing into a bird. Wow. Great. Well, he kind of is sometimes. He sits down to pee. I know that. I mean, I don't know it for a fact.
Dude looks like a lady. Da-da.
But
Da-da. Dude looks like a lady. Da-da. Da-da. Dude looks like a lady.
But he's mentioned it before, so. Nah, not really. He's just mentioned it over the years. He's just like he's actually said to me. He's actually said, "I'm gonna go pee. I gotta go sit down and go potty," is what he said. I think he used the words potty as well.
Holy crap.
And so
I was actually just just sitting down to pee, but but whatever, you know.
Josh, I love play. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why he told me. He was just like, I hate that one. Ew, that was painful. Ew, who was that? I don't know, man. Welcome to After Dark. I'll tell you that right now. For all of you, for all those that judge, stop it. And for all that sit when they could stand, also stop it. We need more standers, less sitters. All right. Here we go. Look at this thing. This is going to be such a piece of shit. Special report. Does anybody remember the movie Little Giants? They were so mean to Icebox, and she used to just take them out every day. And the one kid was like, he said something so sexist, it was disgusting. Oh, I won't even repeat it. It was a PG movie. We are the voice for the voiceless. Remember, this is the guy that he faked a. So for those of you who don't know who Trev is, I'm sure the chat will get you up to date here. But yeah, exactly. When she's hot, I don't want to say it. I used to say it all the time when I was a kid. But then when I got older, I was like, damn, that was pretty messed up. People use these for indigestion. We use them for intimidation. Okay, so it says here that we are the voice for the voiceless. We're the thought for the thoughtless. We are the voice for the voiceless, the platform for the unheard. We stand strong, giving power to the people. The Black Panthers want their slogan back. Making sure every voice counts isn't just a movement, it's a revolution. And we won't stop. Ever. Hashtag voice for the voiceless. Hashtag Rev Gang Strong. Hashtag give the people a voice. So T-Rev has, I think, well, sort of still does. It was a pretty big channel. He got it through. He formed his channel through deception and shit and lies and manipulation and disgusting antics. He one time had a friend of his call into his show and pretend to be the cousin of Stephen Stearns and said that they used to check out underage girls at the mall together. In the Matty Soto case. Okay. And I mean, and then he pretended that Brian Koberger called into his show one time, and it was just a normal person who called, and he was like, I don't know, this might be. He wore a hat on News Nation when he talked to Cuomo that said YOLO. So, and he thinks he's black. He's 5'5". He's got huge boobs. And I don't like him. And he says a lot of crap about a lot of people, so Yeah, what he did in the Matty Soto case was unforgivable. That's a fact. So I like to hate on him. And hate on him I do. And now he hasn't been around for, how long's it been now? Never heard about what? Which part? He's done it all. I mean, I'm forgetting some stuff, I'm sure. Yeah, tooth for the toothless. That's right. Mudrix? How'd you find the secret channel? You guys found the secret channel. The super secret channel. All right. All right. Oh, yeah, you lied about having cancer twice. That's right. I forgot about that. Usually that's like at the top of the list, and then you move down. But for some reason, that gets lost in the shuffle. He shaved his dog's head because he told everybody his dog had cancer, too.
Without
Sick bastard.
me hearing his voice.
And he thinks he's black. Look. This is when he said that Koberger called into his show. And he raps.
I'm like, it's unconfirmed, but if you got friends that knew him and grew up with him saying it's confirmed, then I gotta say, hey, yeah, this is probably Brian Koberger.
Oh yeah, he's also denied his children. I don't want to talk about his kids, but he's a deadbeat dad who owes tons of money and child support. He said his mom was missing. A bunch of people sent him money for that. He was gonna be in a documentary. What documentary was he gonna be in? 60 Days In?
Brother, this guy stinks! I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Oh, Donald Trump, I approve this message. Wow.
What's going on, y'all? Hold up. Yeah. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome.
Oh my God, look at that. AI to the Mizax, dude.
To the stream.
And I think he said he wanted to beat me up too, which is fine.
Come in, smash the like button. Let's get in here. Let's have a little conversation today. Yes, I'm building up that studio, and yeah, we're gonna get back on it. Starting here today. You got to start somewhere, right? You got to start with these videos. Insane, Cassie. It's so insane now.
He looks like an Olympic skier. Okay, let me go back a little bit. Oh. Holy sh!
Around that, but before we hop into those details and the timeline and things that are going on in the Nancy,
He's building up his studio.
Guthrie case. I
I can't even wait to hear what he has to say about this shit.
just want to say a prayer, because when we do these things, and that's why I've always said a prayer, because we're covering dark stuff, right? Like these are dark subjects. These are very touchy subjects that comes with a different type of energy, and not everybody is built for that energy. So
please tell me he's not trying. Yes, he's covering this is his Nancy Guthrie coverage.
dear Father, we come together.
I almost feel like if I don't bow my head, it's disrespectful, but I'm going to abstain.
Today with heavy hearts, seeking light in darkness. And Lord, bring comfort to the Guthrie family, wisdom to those searching.
Don't worry. Right after this, he's going to talk about a wiener. He's going to tell somebody to S a D. That's what's gonna that's what ended up happening.
And peace to all the affected. Lord, we ask for the truth to be revealed and for hope to remain strong, and obviously for justice and safety to prevail. In the name of thy son, Jesus Christ. Amen. Now, this is what I want to say. Like, who's Nancy Guthrie, right? And this is for the people who don't know. And let me take this off the screen so you
it's breaking news. He's the first person to cover it.
can see me real quick. Hold up. Hold up. You can't even see me. I'm tripping.
If there was a favorite thing about him that I had, like if there was something that I thought was my favorite thing about him, it was be the fact that he thinks he's black.
Take this off real fast. Where did I? There we go.
Oh my God, dude.
So look, for the people who don't know Nancy Guthrie, she's an 84-year-old woman from Arizona, obviously, and the mother of NBC Today is from what I gather, but I know who she is. I've seen her before, right?
The mother of NBC Today.
And her disappearance has been a 4-year-old woman from Arizona, obviously, and the mother of NBC Today is from what I gather, but I know who she is. I've seen her before, right? And her disappearance has become a
He's seen who before? He's seen Nancy Guthrie before, or
major national story. Obviously, everywhere I look, I see Nancy Guthrie. That's why I can't even run from that information. And shout out to the people in the chat. What's going on, man? Debbie, nice to see you. I appreciate.
I'm promoting his channel. Well, if you want to go over there and hang out with him, and if you find this fascinating, feel free.
Appreciate you coming in, Debbie. Why is it that they messed StreamYard up? I need to get back on the computer. Kind of nice to see you. I appreciate you guys coming in. Again, make sure you smash that like button, man. I just really want to get back into these topics and do it the way that I always love doing it. So again, smash that like button, support. I'm putting true crime streets on notice. We're bringing that kindness, that love and light back to the floor because a lot of y'all fucked it up. And it's okay though. We're here to bring it back. We're here to do what we do, you know? So again, if you don't like it, just kick rocks. But again, Nancy Guthrie is an 84-year-old woman. She's from obviously Arizona, and the mother of NBC Today, co-anchor Savannah Guthrie, right? Her disappearance, again, has become a major national story. Now, I'm reading something right now, right? Not because of notoriety, but because of serious and unresolved nature of the case. Now, this is what I first wanted to do. I'm like, look, I checked a couple videos out on this thing, right? But I want to get the timeline. I want to understand what happened.
He seems super hyper, man. Super hyper.
And along the way to where we're at. And
yeah, well, I don't even, maybe we could talk about that in a little bit. I don't even know what happened with Dolly. What, he complaining about having a heart attack? What the hell?
Kind of want to go over a video too where the detective was talking about it, and I listened to it 2 different times just to see what he was saying, and it kind of makes sense, but we'll get to that, right? But I tried to get the most verified public timeline as they put together out there. So you have January 31st of 2026, the evening, right? Nancy Guthrie visits the family
He doesn't know anything about the case
and returns home. Garage door closes that night. Then February 1st of 2026, 1:47 a.m., Guthrie's doorbell camera is disconnected. Now, who the fuck is disconnecting cameras? Like, did you already scope this place out, homie?
Dude, I think he's high.
And the law's on your fucking bumper, or is the government involved with this bullshit?
Remember, when did he post this? It was like, I don't know, 16 hours ago.
Is the government behind this? Is this a play, right? Because these are the type of things that can happen. These people can be taken for ransom, but a lot of people don't understand how, they don't understand the things that can go into the corruptness in the government. They'd be like, Trev, corruptness, that's not a fucking word. No, look, it's very corrupt in the government. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be a conspiracy theorist, right?
Yeah, right.
But something is obviously super weird about this case.
Yeah. It's the fact that an 84-year-old woman was abducted from her house.
It is very weird. Like this chick known so much, like yeah, it's a setup, right?
This chick, he's talking about an 84-year-old woman. This chick. This is an absolute disaster already. This chick.
But let's
He wears the sunglasses all the time though, so who knows?
get back to the timeline because I want to quickly dive into it again. February 1st of 2026, 1:47 a.m. Guthrie's doorbell camera is disconnected. Then at 2:12 a.m., camera detects a person. And that video was initially not available. So 2:28, her pacemaker app disconnects from her phone. Who did that? Who did that? There's nowhere on your fucking bumper. You know that? Whoever has her, like, bro, just give up already. I mean, did you killing her? What are we doing? Right? Like, so again, her.
Damn, he seems like he actually seems off his head.
Pacemaker disconnected from her phone. That was 2:28 a.m. Unusual and concerning. Yeah. Right? I mean, obviously. Then you got
I don't know if I've ever seen him like this.
11:56 a.m. Relatives discover she's missing and call 911. Now, I want to see a sign of the people in the chat, right? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you believe that somebody in this family is involved with this? Did somebody set this up, or is this an outsider? Is this somebody who's looking to capitalize off of money and just in a time of struggles, right? I'm curious about that. Is that what we got going on here in this case? Is this is this one of those cases where it's like, okay, the family can't stand her, or allegedly? And again, everything you hear here is allegedly. If you haven't heard it from law enforcement, is absolutely not fucking true. So zip it up. Don't be like, you're spreading false information. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm gonna do what
You're spreading false information.
I do, and you do what you do. Right? Answer my questions or shut the. I'm just playing. I'm joking. I'm talking to the haters, by the way. February. So we got February 2nd and the 3rd of 2026. Obviously,
I don't know. I think they're like called Vipers. I think that it's like you can buy them at a gas station.
investigation officially becomes criminal. Now, the blood confirmed to belong to Nancy. I seen that, and I was wondering. I'm like, hold up, was there something did I miss something on camera? What did I miss?
No, he's not. I do not have him sped up. This is unaltered, unfiltered. This is raw Revy. Raw Revy 100.
So I had to go back and rewatch this video. I watched this one video twice. There was another video I watched like 5 times. I'm like trying to soak in the information and just understand it, because I know a lot of you understand.
His Nightbot says, want to support the stream without YouTube taking 50%. Send directly using Dave. Just use my Dave tag on the Dave app.
In this case more than me, and maybe some of you may be able to shine a light on this case that maybe I can't right now, because again, I've just started looking at it. I've been working 110 hours a week, but
110 hours a week.
I'm like, man, I keep seeing it. Every time I turn on YouTube, I see Nancy Guthrie. So I just soaked in the information yesterday, started watching it. And here I am. I'm addicted. You know, I feel like Brian Kohlberger in the white truck out this bitch. Like, what are we talking about? You said,
They do. Truck stops do have very cheap glasses.
Let me read some of these comments, and it's so small. I hate that. Cassie, you said what? Same Cassie, it's so insane now.
Please don't use the words raw and Revy in the same sentence. Sorry. Hold on. I'll try to abstain. I did ask what happened to Dolly. Hold on.
someone saying.
But then I was like, I don't actually care.
Okay, I got you. I see that. Sierra Watson, nice to see you, my friend. Let me read these comments. I see Char's Angel in here. Nice to see you, my friend. I appreciate you coming by. Again, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, because we're revamping the channel. In fact, you know, while I'm talking about this, I kind of want to give you guys an update on what's going on. So we rented out a spot. We're building a whole entire studio and building this podcast, right? It's going to be a whole different type of vibe, because I'm going to be live in a studio and it's going to be different. It's not like how I had it. My setup was sloppy as hell. This next setup is next level. So I kind of want to keep that under wraps until you guys see me sitting in the seat and you're like, damn, Rev wasn't fucking playing. He said a bunch of empty ass promises, like trying to make people happy and this, that, and the third. But this time he wasn't fucking around. And you're going to see that. You said it's not adding up, any of it. Nana boo boo. Are you one of those ones that think it's like, how can I say this?
Yes. Well,
You think a family member's involved, a coworker, somebody who has something against her, right? Damn, this bright out here today. Somebody obviously has something against her. To take somebody and kidnap them, you got to not like that person, or, you know, it doesn't have to definitely be that way, but they were targeted, right? Maybe because of money, or, you know, there's a scheme. Who knows?
hi, little Miss Sharon. What's up?
Maybe she knows too much information. What did she see? You said, I feel her son-in-law is who took her home. They say he is the last with her. And does Annie even know? Or you said, does Annie even know if we went right back home?
He's part of the rock pile. Mudrix.
Man, don't be calling me home. Servon, matter of fact, you're weird. Don't be calling me while I'm live. Get out of here with that weird shit. Nice to see you, June. Appreciate you coming in. You said, I feel like
Yo.
her son-in-law is the one who took her home. They say he is the last one with her. Okay. That's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up too, because I did see that.
Whatever, dude.
A couple conversations on it. I can't really make an opinion on it because I don't understand it fully yet, but I kind of want to jump in right back to this. So the blood confirmed to belong to Nancy is found.
He's reading an article, I guess.
Found at the home, and ransom notes demanding digital currency are reported received, right? And then you have February 4th of 2026, Savannah Guthrie publicly pleads for her mother's safe return. Then you got February 10th of 2026, FBI releases doorbell footage of a masked armed person of interest and a major clue. Now, the way that this is set up is giving me Idaho 4 vibes, the way this timeline is building here. You know, Idaho.
I don't want to hear it, Ollie. I don't want to hear it.
Before we had a long timeline where there seemed to be a lot of, okay, there's this, that, but it was nothing concrete. You heard about Jack, you heard about, you know, these different people talking this, that. We just didn't know what the fuck was going on. We just knew we seen a timeline. We knew that this guy was giving this information over here to the left. We didn't know if we could trust him, but we were taking the information in and we were passing it along, and we were trying to give the voices, you know, we were trying to give Ethan, Kaylee, Xana. Hold up. Ethan, Kaylee, Xana. Bro, I'm having a brain fart.
Okay, well, okay. If you want to do this, we can do this. What's your feedback? Tell me what your feedback is. If you really want to go down this road, we could do it. Let's do it. Go ahead. What is your feedback?
Ethan Chapin, Kaylee Gonsalves, Xander Kernodle, and who?
You would like me to stop the stream, right? You want me to move on to something else? Is that your feedback?
I'm missing right now. You got Bethany, you got Dylan, I'm missing one victim though. Madison Mogan. So you got Madison Mogan. I had a brain fart. I've been looking at too much information lately, man.
Better for who? Better for you or better for everybody else?
And there's just a lot of cases, but this
That's why there's a title.
one right here was the one that caught my eye because there's a lot of
Okay, guys, I have to shut the stream down. Ollie wants it to be over, so I'm going to end the show right now. Because I didn't have anything else planned. So we're going to end the show because I don't have anything else planned. Ollie's it's up to her. It's not up to me. It's not up to her. It's up to her, not me. I said from the very beginning, what did I say? What did I say? How many times? And then I just said, I don't want to hear it. Remember that part?
bullshit going on.
No, we don't have to block her. There's no reason to block. I'm just saying, you don't want to go down this road because I tried to tell you that you wouldn't like it. I told you just to move on. I said that. I promise you. I was being kind.
In the case. So let's get back to
a bit extreme. You just told me you wanted to move on. All right, let's move on.
This footage here. I kind of want to talk about it. We jumped to that February 4th. Obviously, Savannah was talking out to the public, but on February 10th, the FBI releases a doorbell footage cam of a masked armed person of interest, which is a major clue, right? And I remember seeing that when they dropped it. I just really wasn't following the case and didn't understand what people were, trying to tell me when it came to it, because I just didn't understand it. When you're not following it, you're not going to understand it. But after that, right, a SWAT operation, which was on February 13th of 2026.
I know I was right. That's why I said it. That's why I told you. That's why I said you just come back tomorrow or whatever, which is totally fine. I got no problem if you don't like it. But, to kind of throw a hissy fit about it, it gets kind of old, to be honest with you.
A SWAT operation and detentions near her home occurred, but no charges were filed. Who got arrested? Curious. And then mid-February, obviously, of 2026, the investigation is obviously continuing, and the forensics, DNA analysts, and thousands of tips, just like the Idaho Forum, we're sitting around. Everybody's waiting for something to happen, right? Everybody. So let's jump into the key evidence and the leads to this case. They say, one, the surveillance footage, which the FBI and the local law enforcement released images, videos of a masked person, again, tampering with Guthrie's doorbell early morning of February 1st. Now, who was this person? What vehicle were they in? What was the pattern of the bottom of their shoes? Did they walk?
I'm personally enjoying myself.
Dog shit? Did they stomp on dirt? Did they drop out of the fucking sky like an alien? Where did they come from? What did they have on? What were they wearing? Did they get into a vehicle? What was the license plates? Did they steal a vehicle? Like, what's going on there? I didn't understand. When I was looking for the information on that, I really couldn't gather anything factual that the police shared. All we know is, he fucked with these cameras and didn't do shit. After that, there's no car. What are we hearing about? Nothing. Let me scoot this down real quick. You said I feel that Nanos needs to give the FBI this case, and he got an ego issue. I haven't seen much of him. Appreciate you sharing that though, Deals. Hold up, let me go down here. You said lots of similarities with Idaho. Maddie, I know you have a brain fart, man. I'd be looking at all these shits. You said a YouTuber, the guy took a photo with the mask and put it up and Luke Daly's face.
It doesn't say how many people were in the stream, but let me see. It got about 1,300 views. Wow. So I don't know.
And it was a perfect.
I don't know how many that is.
Perfect match. The cheeks, mustache, lips, eyes, etc. match perfectly.
But what it was, the reason that he's doing this is because the case has blown up, and that everybody kind of saw a bump in their views because, people are so fascinated by the case. It's not because, people are super popular or whatever. It's just that the more popular channels were getting more views, and even the less popular channels were getting more views because people were fascinated by this case. So he saw that and he thought that he was going to cash in. That's what he's doing. That's why he's talking about this case, because he thinks that this is like the Idaho 4, or he thinks that this is like the Matty Soto case, and that's why he jumped on this and is manically talking about the case.
He's a lot of felony charges. What kind of charges? Like, when you talk about felony, is it something where he's assaulting people, or is it?
What is he? He usually covers. He usually covers his face with enormous sunglasses. I don't know. I mean, he hasn't been on in a long time.
Like fraud, felony fraud. Like, what is he doing? Nice to see you, my friend. I appreciate you coming.
He said that he's been working 110 hours a week. I've never even heard somebody lie about that before. Like, I've heard people say that, yeah, I work, 60 hours a week, which is an incredible amount of time to work. 70 hours a week. I don't even think I've ever heard somebody lie and say that they've worked 80 hours a week. Are there people that work 80 hours a week? On their own free will? He said that he works 110 hours a week. There's like 200 hours in a week. Doctors work 80 hours a week.
And nice to see you, Smarty. And nice to see everybody pull
80 hours a week. Well, he's not a doctor, so I wouldn't doubt that there are some doctors and nurses and things like that before.
up, man. It's always great to see all of y'all. I can't wait to be in studio.
That's 16 hours a day, 5 days a week.
But
let's not act like it's common, though, because it's not.
I'm excited about that, but I'm not going to rush it, Like, I'm not rushing into it. I want it to be exactly perfect, and y'all deserve that at the end of the day, because a lot of y'all, the people
I know, like some brain surgeons have like 20-hour surgeries.
People who support me, the Rep Gang, I appreciate you guys more than you will ever know, because this past 2 years, I went through some wild shit, right? People are just, I've learned a lot. With what I just went through. So all I know is this: I'm staying independent. I'm not trying to marry somebody. Like, we are in this shit deep now, y'all. Are y'all ready for this? Because I'm about to turn up, and there's going to be no distraction for me. There's going to be no distraction. And everybody who wanted to, try to stab me in my back and sleep on who I am as a person in this true crime community, there's nothing you could ever do to stop me from doing what I do. Just know that.
What is it that he does?
So sit back, get your popcorn, and understand that I'm not fucking around. Excuse my language. It is what it is. I know. I'm sorry to all the grandmas and the moms that I have out there. I appreciate you guys. I know you don't like certain things, but look, we're here to stay. And there ain't a fucking thing nobody in this community can do about it, because you know what? While they're over there chirping on the side, making videos, content, talking about, my personal life, I can promise you that I won't bat an eye at it.
I bet you he will. It's rare, but I do work over 40 hours every week. Josh, what job have you had? Is this it? Yeah, this is the only job I've ever had in my life.
I'm going back to the way I was. And that was just focused on being independent, focused on pushing the message, focused on bringing the love and light. Now, again, love and light. Obviously, we want that in the chat. If you mods, if you see anybody coming in here disrespecting or, you know, not working together, because again, this ain't about what we don't like about this, that, and the third. It's about us getting the message out and pushing it to a broader audience. So hopefully this woman is found. And that's how I look at every case. We want to talk about whatever. Who gives a fuck what you think about it? Let's push it together as I feel like a family to the broader masses. And that's what we've always been able to do here. And that's what we are going to continue to do here at a high level. Yeah, I ain't been consistent, but you know what? When I'm on, and there ain't shit you can do about it.
My for real.
That's a fact. Hold on, let me scoop this up real quick.
I'm 40 years old. I've been doing YouTube for like 5 years. So let's see. Yeah, this is the first time. This is the first time ever I've ever.
I can't see. You said it's okay, T-Rap. I think most of us swear a lot. I know I do. Hell yeah. Hold on, let me bring up this real quick too. Boom. But yeah, let me pull this up too. I want to get back to it and talk about, where is the thing that I had up? The genetic genealogy. I was looking at it. So because it says investigators are now turning to investigative genetic genealogy, which is a powerful method that helped solve major cases by identifying suspects through a family tree DNA matching. Now, they say it's a key development, new technology entering the investigation in real time. Now, are we going to see like another Koberger out here? Is it going to be some weirdo that sat in the corner playing with his little putty? Or is it going to be
Little putty.
someone, looking to gain some money? Or I don't know. Like where do you think you're going if you're going to kidnap somebody and it's on camera? Where do you think you're going to go?
Yeah, but he said 110 hours a week.
You think you're going to get away with this woman? You think you're going to be able to take her to certain places? Maybe you might get to a couple places, but they're on your bumper. I bet you right now, and I said this during Idaho 4, I bet you they are on somebody's bumper right now. They're probably on Diego Johnson's fucking head right now. And I said, I'm just making up a name because I don't know. Obviously, we won't know who it is because when they're investigating, they hold those things close to the vest. Now, we can speculate all day long when it comes to the cases about what we think. And until the information is set forward and put out into the public, we really have no idea. So, we got to put that into perspective also. You say you're going to be taking callers again? Of course I'm going to be taking callers. What you talk about? Call me up right now. What's up?
Call him up.
615-572-6947. How about that? I always take callers. I always going to take calls. That's like one of the main things I've done.
Caller's going to call.
You said all the haters, just ignore and ban them. Don't waste your breath on them and ignorant and evil people. Now, Dills, you said they ran his DNA through CODIS and there was no match. He had his DNA in CODIS from previous crimes. He is not guilty. And people really need to stop without any proof. Yeah, you definitely got to have that proof. You definitely got to have that proof. That's a fact. These poor guys that have been raided and accused in this case.
At Son Beecham 2825 donated £4.99 through Super Chat. Secretly T Reverend is a doctor, brain surgeon and a disgraceful little twonk. Cherry blossom emoji, hibiscus emoji.
Southern Soul, does it hurt? Is it hurting you that I'm making fun of him? And then you insinuating that I've never had a real job in my life.
That both lawyers
Is that what you're getting at?
Or you said both lawyers are suing law enforcement and other people accusing them. You said I don't blame them neither.
And thank you, Sean. I appreciate that.
You said I don't blame them neither time did they have a warrant. I didn't see much about that story. Let me pull this up real quick though. I kind of wanted to play this and go over it too, but where's it at? I kind of was looking at the pacemaker signal search because the authorities were exploring advanced techniques, obviously, to try to get something out of it. But what are they going to be able to get out of the pacemaker? Is there exact location? Like, I don't get that.
I ran a team athletics store for about 12 years, bought it and owned it for about 5, and sold it right before COVID. Sold off all my inventory and wanted out of the business. And I worked more than 40 hours a week, and then I went into production. I'm not going to tell you exactly where I work because I don't want anybody calling my work.
And then you got ransom notes.
And I also do YouTube.
What other cases have we seen ransom notes in? What other cases have we seen them? I was looking at other people's theories too, like, because I like hearing or reading about what certain detectives are saying or what they may have said in interviews.
I've also raised 2 children on my own. I take care of my grandmother on my own. I do a lot of different stuff.
And one said that,
but I don't pretend to work 110 hours a week.
He didn't know whether it was a botched break-in or...
Yeah, and caring for my grandmother is a full-time job, which I don't make $1 off of, nor would I ever want to.
Ransom attempt, right? But what he was saying was something about the lack of communication with the kidnappers. So that stood out to him. He was like, well, usually if you're trying to get something, you'll communicate a little bit more, on their own terms, but right. So I kind of understood that too. And then I got to put this out there because this is public and people need to be vigilant. If you see anything, obviously report it and help as much as you can. So the public involvement in the rewards right now, which combined rewards of $200,000, authorities continue to urge anyone with tips to contact the FBI or Pima County Sheriff. Now, what do we not know, y'all? There's no suspect that has been publicly identified or charged. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to go ahead and just make this prediction. The police are on somebody's fucking bumper. You best believe that.
And I've been podcasting since 2015. 2015, yeah.
The police are on somebody's bumper right now. Mark my words. Write that shit down and cash it into the bank.
What's with the sound effect?
Go ahead. Do it. I want you to. The cow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah, they doing something over there. But wherever that dude is, wherever you're at, brother, just get ready. Because this is coming.
FBI, open up!
Oh my God. His sound effects are the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Legend.
They're like way too loud too.
You know why? Because somebody's going to call.
A straight snitch.
He's having a good time with his Thank you, little Miss Sharon. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you.
Oh man, like I gotta ask you guys, like, what stood out so far as like clues that these officers have put out in any interview or any information that has been?
But I think I never worked 60 hours a week. But the busiest in my life that I probably ever was when I had my sports store, and then I would leave there every day and go coach my kids' baseball team, their little league teams, and then their basketball teams during basketball season. So I used to leave the house at 7 and get home around 8:30 4 times a week, and then sometimes later on game days. So but that wasn't really work. I mean, that was just me like working and raising a family. So I don't know how many hours. I didn't keep track.
And given to us as the public, what do you think is the most compelling clue so far that stood out to you and maybe gave you an idea on which direction to look in or etc.? I'm curious. I feel she is no longer with us because of her health situation. Damn. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
For real, that's messed up. That is messed up. Appreciate you, Rookie. Thank you, brother. 36 months. I do appreciate you supporting me for 36 months, brother. To put up with me for 36 months, damn, you need some Xanax or something, bro.
Well, I didn't own it the entire time I worked. Like I ran it for years, and then
Like,
bought it, and then it was for like 5 years. It was a pain in the ass.
how the fuck could you put up with me for 36 months? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, bro. Appreciate you, Rook, for real, man. Thank you, brother. You said there's no pew pew? No? No pew pew? Bing bong.
What? I don't get the bing bong.
Hold on, I'm pulling up something real quick. 1 second. Let me pull this up. Because it's called, where was it at?
Yeah, it was a pain.
It's Guthrie. Here we go.
The new developments tonight in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. Authorities are now focusing tonight on two central pieces of evidence, including what could be that crucial DNA found in Nancy Guthrie's home. Here's our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katursky, from Tucson again tonight.
Tonight, 19 days into the search for Nancy.
Yo, out of everybody who's in here right now, put a 1 in the chat for yes, 2 for no. Do you think that the DNA found on this key is going to crack this case?
What key? Was there a key found? What the hell is he talking about?
Do you think that it's going to crack it all?
No. Hold on, sorry. Give me a second. What happened? My light went out?
Like it did with Kohlberg. You got to figure they got the knife sheath, right? Then they extracted a little bit of DNA from that. What did they do? They went into the ancestry database. Now they got a guy named Kohlberger, right? They get to Pops or whatever. Is that what you believe is about to happen here? Because that's what I think is about to happen. I think they're about to turn up on, if anything, they're already on his bumper. You know what I mean? They got the damn Maserati on this dude's fucking Volkswagen, and they're about to get him. I smell it. I can smell it in the air. You said, will I be taking phone calls? Absolutely. Why wouldn't I take phone calls? I love taking phone calls. You said I have a heart situation, and without meds would be in a bad way. Well, I hope that you never have to go. MC, I hope you never have to face that situation and really be in that type of fear.
Well, you know what? It was a pain, and I hired all my friends as well. I had my best friends work for me, and basically they did nothing. It was just like I just paid them to hang out with me like most of the day. I mean, you know, they do some stuff, but like unclog toilets.
I pray you never face that. And I get it too, though. I appreciate.
I hired my close friends that worked for me for years.
You sharing that. Praying for you, my friend. You said Xanax. Why anyone got any? You wildin'. Put up a video. Wicca shows it, or you said Wicca Network shows it. Period. Got you.
See, Guthrie investigators are squarely focused on the two key clues they have, including DNA found inside her home. Sources telling ABC News
it's okay,
a
Cassie.
mixture of DNA.
It's okay, Cassie. Green or not.
I don't know what he's talking about either.
Green or not. And you gotta bear with how I'm gonna do the content right now. Like I wasn't gonna do content till I was in studio, but you know what? you don't always have to do content in studio. Yeah, I'm gonna be in studio. There's gonna be phone calls. There's gonna be, live streams where we're in certain cases that are just so impactful that we're covering around the clock, like Kansas City 3. And this Guthrie case has been just, every time I've looked at it and glanced at any facts in the case or whatever information was available, which I was able to grab a deep.
I mean, as soon as he starts taking calls, the kidnapper will call T-Rev show. Guarantee it. Not the real kidnapper, but you know what I mean.
Decent amount of some of the notes to the case, and it just reminded me of Idaho 4. It reminded me of the Kansas City 3. It reminded me of this little shooting that this little tranny did running into this. You know what I mean? It reminded me of shit like that, and I was like, damn. But yeah, it's weird. We're in weird times, y'all. For real. Every single one of you need.
He's making fun of a transgender, but he doesn't even know what race he is. So I don't know what his problem is.
Just stay vigilant, lock your doors, and literally pay attention, because people are doing the most craziest shit in the world right now. And it's important. Nanya says, yeah, right now they have 30 to 40 pics of potential suspects and going around to gun stores asking if any of them have purchased a gun recently. I don't think they are on somebody yet, but getting closer. Yeah, they're pretty damn quiet over there. You said 2 no. Okay, I like that. 2 no. 2 no. I see that. No, so yo, damn, there's a lot of no's in here. What's going on? Damn.
Hi, Rochelle.
What the hell is going on in here? There we go. You said I'm so well. Hold on, I seen that comment. I couldn't read it though. I need to be in studio. I swear. I don't like it. I don't like it. But it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm trying to pull up my chat thing right here and I can't. It's weird.
Wait a minute.
Okay. T-Rev.
Not the Nunya we know. That can't be it.
757. Or matter of fact, let's just do all destinations. How about that? Mm-hmm. Dang, it's blocking my comments. I can't see them. There we go. Good grief. Yeah, shout out to you, bro. You said you got to watch what she clearly shows. It's the same footage exactly from the FBI and the sheriff's department, but it's been altered. Let me see. Let me pull this up.
From a male and a female. They need to separate it, and they're hoping the male DNA could help lead to a potential suspect.
He's playing it off of another phone. He's playing it off of a phone.
They have said the DNA is not from a member of Guthrie's family. They also remain focused on video from the front door and on that backpack, which they know is sold at Walmart. Law enforcement sources tell ABC News Walmart is helping authorities with any receipts for that kind of backpack.
It's, hey, this backpack has been identified at only purchased at Walmart. That'd be a pretty high.
And tonight, investigators are casting a wider net in the search for Nancy Guthrie. There's no definitive lead pointing to Mexico, but tonight, officials in Sonora that borders Arizona say they're in touch with the FBI and ready to help. That's the entrance to Mexico. We're little more than an hour's drive from Nancy Guthrie's home. If she was taken here, it's a quick and easy trip across the border. A group.
He was earlier. I don't know if he. Let's see. Does he show his face again?
Ooh, that is a good point. I mean, you could slide over to.
Hold on.
That first.
No, he doesn't bless us.
And guess what?
He doesn't bless us with his face the rest of the day. But we can always go back.
Nice to see you, June. Appreciate you.
But I don't want to stop momentum. We got to keep momentum going.
Help. That's the entrance to Mexico. We're little more than an hour's drive from Nancy Guthrie's home. If she was taken here, it's a quick and easy trip across the border. A group.
Ooh, that is a good point. I mean, you could slide over to the border. There was a case that we covered not too long ago. We thought the same thing, right? It was like this chick left. We thought she went across the border or was kidnapped, etc., but she wasn't. You remember that case?
No.
The cap.
I don't remember that case. What the hell? I don't even know what case he's talking. Is he talking about an actual case?
Oh my God.
You know what case I'm talking about, though?
No, nobody knows.
That's pin. You have to plug it. I got you 80K volts. Thank you, my friend. 2 dozen roses. I appreciate the 5 months of you supporting the channel.
Oh my God.
Even though I haven't been active at all, I owe you guys hella content. It's not that I owe you. Actually, it's passion. So I really
No, you owe them.
don't. It's gonna be easy if it was owed because I don't have to try. I love this shit, and we're about to knock doors down again. And I just really missed it so much. I've needed to be humbled by women.
I think he's coming down a little bit. Is he? Do you guys think that or? Guys.
And fucked over on purpose so I could learn to be independent rather than thinking I need to have somebody holding my hand 24/7. And guess what? I'm so over it. I'm like, damn, I want to be alone now. Fuck, I don't need to be with nobody.
Lovers and friends, yeah. Do you think his lovers and friends girl saw your videos and realized who he really is and ran? Probably.
You know? Like, I need to be independent, grinding this out all day long and working. That's it, period. Nothing else. I need to focus on my craft and passions and what I'm best at and what I bring, because I'm good at this. They can't fuck with me in the true crime field. None of these dudes can. They don't have the energy. They don't have the passion. They don't have the heart. They can't see me. I don't even know why I've ever looked down and questioned myself. But today was the day that stopped, you know? And today was the day that we come back and start shaking shit up. Yeah, they'll be like, oh, he's not even serious until they see us in my new studio. Once they see what type of time I'm on in that bitch, they're going to be like, damn, he wasn't playing. This looks professional. It looks like something off MTV. Yeah, I know. I know. Keep sleeping. Keep sleeping. Keep sleeping. Auto Star Super Chats. Talina, I appreciate you. Thank you, Talina. I do appreciate you, my friend. Let me see. Hold up. Let me pull this up over here. I can't see comments again. This is stupid. Show comments on stage. At least I can see that. Let me zoom in on it. You guys said so many.
How could somebody watch this and decide to become a member, like a new member? During this show. Not this show. I'm talking about his show.
AZ? No. No. Put that there. You said so many of them are fake as hell. That's the difference, bro. Like I says, I'm live on Facebook right now too. So shout out to whoever's on Facebook. Did I see anybody in here from Facebook? No, just YouTube. I see a bunch of YouTube. Wicked is not reliable source. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. You know what though?
Who's the lady on the thumbnail? Is that supposed to be Nancy Guthrie?
I would rather you put that out there though and keep it 100 than somebody go read it and believe every word. And now they're telling another person that's going to go tell another person that's going to go tell another person.
Yeah, I have
right?
no idea.
They're going to spread this information, whatever it may be. Now it could be anything. But
Banana Fresh, I have no idea who that person is. I mean, it doesn't even resemble her. Not even a little.
I'm glad you call that shit out. We need to call those things out. Things that aren't, maybe not reliable until there's somebody else that's stamping it of, a higher power in the case, whatever. Let me see. I'm here, sent the comment ages ago. What's going on, Jackie? I'm sorry I didn't see it. I'm missing so many comments over here because I can barely see them on.
Detective reveals new chilling theory. So what's the new chilling? Is it the Mexico thing? Is that what he's talking about? Which detective? There's no actual lead detective that other than the sheriff, right?
The screen. I'm just being honest. I can't. I see like two. I have to peek through it like a visor, but it's all good.
Of mothers who search for the missing in Mexico are now helping to spread the word. ABC News was given access to the 911 call center where tips are coming in.
Is this in regards to the Nancy Guthrie case?
They remain hopeful someone will recognize the man who walked up to Nancy Guthrie's front door, turned around, and grabbed brush to put in front of the doorbell camera. That 19 days in, someone will say, I think I know him.
When those tips dry up, this case goes cold. We believe somebody out there knows who did this. We need that person to call us.
It was a combination of tips about that video, analysis of online searches, and other techniques that led investigators to the homes of these two men who were questioned and released.
Okay, I see him. These are these two guys. I wonder if they do know any information. I mean, I wonder why they got picked up and released. I kind of want to look more into that, do a deep dive on who these two people were. Now, I've heard a little bit, but a deep dive would tell me more.
Tonight, those men are trying to clear their names. A lawyer for the man most recently detained, Luke Daly, saying in a statement, Mr. Daly has no link whatsoever to Nancy Guthrie and has no information related to her kidnapping. And early on, hours after video from the front door was released, delivery driver Carlos Valenzuelos was detained and questioned too, now telling our Phoenix affiliate KNXV.
They just went with supposedly a tip they had, but they could have done things different.
There's a lot of speculation on her being brought into Mexico.
All right, everybody, let's turn now to the urgent search for Nancy Guthrie, which is
Hold up, there's a new video.
week. Authorities now extending their search into Mexico and turning to genealogy as hundreds of law enforcement officers dig through clues, leads, and tips.
How many likes does this video have? I'm looking right now. I'm looking. Hold on. I gotta know. 122 likes. Let's go. More. But honestly, I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you. Such a late stream. What time is it? 1:44.
News Nation national correspondent Nancy Liu is outside the Guthrie.
Let me read this. It says the search for Nancy Guthrie is entering the 20th day as local police say that they continue to receive thousands of tips each day, and the case is not cold. Officials have reached out to Mexican agencies, but the FBI says there is no.
I think we figured out that the tattoo on his hand, it says supposed to. I think it says hip hop or something like that.
Evidence pointing
douchebag, hip hop, turd head, jerk off
to Guthrie being taken south of the border.
Idiot.
Border. News Nation Nancy Liu,
moron,
who has the report.
Asshole.
House in Tucson, Arizona. Nancy, good
liar.
Morning to you. Authorities there saying they're still getting thousands of these phone calls a day.
Toothless.
About the case.
I wish I could share it on the screen, but I can't from my phone.
40,000 tips and calls since this kidnapping ordeal began. And that's why the Pima County Sheriff's Department says this investigation is not going cold, even though we haven't seen any significant law enforcement activity.
Dickhead.
Here at the house in over 24 hours. The agency is stressing that the various agencies are digging into those tens of thousands of tips, and that takes time. Also, while law enforcement has reached out to authorities in Mexico, FBI is reiterating there's no reason at this point to believe Guthrie has been taken south of the border. But given the proximity of
whoever took her south of the border,
I did everything right and they indicted me.
He doesn't even play the sound drops right.
Sorry, I don't mean to do that to you, Pookie Bear, but it's just...
Oh, God. Suspicion remains. News Nation's Brian Enton and team crossed into Mexico to investigate possible leads, and most people in Nogales said they hadn't even heard about the Guthrie kidnapping.
La secuestraron o está perdida en Tucson. This is the picture here. He said that he's not aware of the case of Nancy. Has she ever heard of it? Never heard of it?
No. Savannah Guthrie remains here in
Numbnuts. Let's see. Reject. I don't know.
Tucson with family, but she has not posted to social media since last weekend when she told her mother's captor that it's never too late to do the right thing. New hope is hinging on.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
What the fuck is the captor gonna do with this woman? Why torture this woman like this? What is it? Like do people just go in and take people and hide them?
Yes, they do actually, and it actually happens.
This happens all the time, huh?
Yeah, it does. Maybe not this specific situation, but yeah. Yes, window licker. That's a good one. Crayon eater. Kindergarten redoer.
No. There's a motive behind it, and I just wish I knew what it was, because why would you take a elder woman? Bro, I would beat a fucking dude's face into the white meat for putting his hands on a woman. Better yet, you taking an elder? You fucking with our elderly? Bro, I'd walk you down in public and go to bed 5 minutes later and sleep great.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Then I throw his ass in the banger. You know what I mean? All right, I'm done messing with y'all. Let me put that here.
Wow.
Dude, that shit is crazy. Hey, buddy, did you show your green card? Now I'm looking at it. Hold up, let me grab this too. There's another video that just dropped. They're repeating that. I've already heard about that. What is this? Oh.
Him and Ernie, for some reason, both want to beat me up. I don't know why. I don't know what I ever did to them.
So there's being reports that there's a Mexican connection. Like, okay. So you're going to put out Mexican connection, but you're just going to leave all of that context behind it. Nowhere. Mexican connection. Right? Is that right?
Jesse Weber Live. So tonight, the now 18-day search for Nancy Guthrie may be taking a turn to Mexico, as the FBI tells News Nation they
I think all the mods did disappear, yeah.
have been in contact with authorities south of the border. And this is coming as we learn that investigators may have used polygraphs to clear suspects. Brian Enton's live in Arizona with the latest on that. We're also going to be covering the news that Playboy founder Hugh Hefner's alleged secret sex diaries filled with thousands of pictures of nude women could be digitized. There's a risk that it could be released out to the public, but by the way, without the consent of those that he allegedly photographed. Some of those women may have been even underage. Well, I'll tell you what, legendary attorney Gloria Allred is going to join me live to tell us how she's fighting back with the help of her client, Hefner's own widow. And also, one of the biggest names in the Epstein files told Congress today that he was duped. By the alleged sex trafficker. But considering the fact that his name appears over what?
Come on, man. I got to do a deep dive into the Epstein files, too. I'm making a
Oh, my God.
documentary on that 50 different times and 50 different ways about every fucking pervy goofball that was on there and had something to do with standing around kids doing weird shit. Best believe if you did that, we making documentaries on your motherfucking head this year. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
See, I don't know if it's drugs or if it's mania. It's hard to, maybe it's a bit of both. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I hate to speculate, but.
And I'm thinking about going to buy a new computer today, man. I can't do this phone shit. Like, I need to be on a computer, y'all, to where we could pull up videos and I can take phone calls. You know what I mean?
That's him basically asking for a new computer. To donate. Please donate.
I'm about to just go buy a brand new laptop. Pull this bread out my account and just go do it. You said Savannah's net worth? Coincidence. Who thinks I should go and buy a computer? Because I'm about to. I swear to God. Lauren Nicole said the motive is partly opportunity and partly money or revenge, in my opinion. Did you know that Savannah did a special there in her hometown of Tucson?
Yeah, his sub did buy him a brand new computer. Remember when he was he took it out of the box and it was like the box and everything, it was bigger than him?
That's November. Now Google searches for NG's address a month later.
Yeah, but I would assume, I'm guessing he pawned it or something, or sold it. I don't know. But they bought him a brand new computer.
Interesting. I appreciate you sharing that, Lauren. And then Lauren followed up and said Savannah's net worth. Coincidence? Who knows? Susan, I appreciate you. Nice to see you, Susan. Thank you for joining us here today. Just, for this small little get together. I hate doing it from my phone, by the way, but I'm going to make it work.
He's hinting. He keeps hinting.
Because I want to. I feel like Nancy is just a few miles from her home, but I don't feel like she is still with us. I pray she is. And we're.
I want a new computer too.
I just accidentally closed it. Where's this at again? Let me look back at it. It's Tucson, right? Tucson, doing a Nancy Guthrie update. I just seen an update come through. So it says Savannah Guthrie's mom missing as police intensify search. Live updates right here. Now it says as of right now, as a what? 8:30 a.m. Police are continuing their desperate search for Nancy Guthrie, the 84-year-old mother of today. Show anchors. Okay. Nearly 3 weeks after her disappearance, Guthrie was seen at her Tucson, Arizona home on January 31st after a family member dropped her off following a dinner nearby. Now, when she did not show up for the church and following morning, a friend called her family.
I really don't want to be doing this from my phone, but I'm going to make it work. But I think I might go buy a brand new computer today. I might take the bread out of my account. I'm going to go buy me a brand new laptop today. Don't tell anybody.
Who reported her missing to police on February 1st, and law enforcement in Arizona said they believe she was she was taken against her will. Now,
that's what he did.
Investigators are analyzing.
He did that.
Continuing, it says, so update, right? Where's this at? Because I want to. My phone, by the way. For this small little, I appreciate you. Nice to see you, Susan. Thank you for joining us here today. Just, for this.
Susan's watching them on Facebook.
Small little get together. I hate doing it from my phone, by the way. But
he hates doing it from his phone, by the way. So make sure to donate to him so he can get a brand new computer. Okay.
I'm going to make it work because I want to. I feel like Nancy is just a few miles from her home.
He's going to make it work.
But I don't feel like she is still with us. I pray she is. And I just accidentally closed it. Where's this at again? Let me look back at it. It's Tucson, right? Tucson, doing a Nancy Guthrie update. I just seen an update come through. So it says Savannah Guthrie's mom.
Don't tell anybody.
Missing as police intensify search. Live updates right here. Now it says as of right now, as a what? 8:30 a.m. Police are continuing their desperate search for Nancy Guthrie, the 80.
My Frenchies want to go out to pee, but the snow is taller than them. I got to shove a little path.
4-year-old mother of today. Show anchors. Okay. Nearly 3 weeks after her disappearance, Guthrie was seen at her.
What the hell are you doing? Come here. Come here. Get up here. Come on. Get up here. Macho. You want to say hi? Come on, come say hi. Come on. Whatever. I don't know what he's doing. He doesn't want to say hi.
Tucson, Arizona home on January 31st after a family member dropped her off following a dinner nearby. Now, when she did not show up for the church and following morning, a friend called her family who reported her missing to police on February.
Fun fact about Otis. I don't know if I've ever told anybody. Otis does not lick. He doesn't lick like on the. Like he doesn't lick at all. But he does kiss. And he kisses like a human. Like he takes his mouth and he goes like that. It's weird. He's never licked me one time, ever.
January 1st, and law enforcement in Arizona said they believe she was going against, or I'm sorry, she was taken against her will.
No.
Now, investigators are analyzing, again, biological evidence. If you guys haven't heard, they got some type of DNA. Are we seeing another Blowburger, you know? Are we going to see another one of those type of situations where something's extracted, then you got half the community riding the guy's schlong, and then you got the other half crucifying him? You know what I mean? Like, do we have another one of those situations going on here or developing? But investigators, again, are, you know, analyzing that biological evidence found at Guthrie's residence, according to Pima County Sheriff's Department, which previously said the DNA gathered at the scene could potentially belong to a suspect. The case has captured national attention as Savannah Guthrie has pleaded for her mother's return, and federal law enforcement descended on the state to aid in the search. Now, I'll tell you what this case is doing to me. It's about to make me go to the closest computer store and buy the best computer I can walk in and find, and get another podcast and mic and just hook it up right now. That's what it's about to go make me do. Because I cannot stand holding this phone in my hand, but I'm doing it. I still went in and did my research and built a timeline, etc. Now, again, let's dive into this. It says, and I'll read this too for people who are listening. You never know. I don't care. Law enforcement ask anyone with information to contact 1-800-CALL-FBI or tips.fbi.gov. The Pima County Sheriff's Department, which the number to that is 520-351-4900 or 520-351-88-crime. Now, gloves found at the Guthrie scene play central role in an investigation. The FBI, which is assisting local authorities in the case, said gloves were recovered.
I don't even know. I wonder if he's getting any. I don't see any like super chats going through, but his Nightbot keeps bringing up his Cash App, and he's telling people to not donate through Cash App or to not donate through YouTube, but to his Cash App. So who knows what he's getting?
Appeared to match the gloves of the subject in the surveillance video, and they were sent to the lab for testing. In a video recovered from Nancy Guthrie's doorbell camera.
Somebody just asked him how much his Patreon is.
Camera, which I read about a little bit earlier, and I'm sure you guys maybe all sifted it.
It says want to support the stream without YouTube taking 50%. YouTube doesn't take 50%.
Went through it a million times. A masked, hooded individual appears to
Somebody just said, what happened to all your computers?
Attempt to enter her home, blocking the camera with nearby greenery and sporting a backpack, what seems to be a gun holster, gloves, and a flashlight in his mouth. What the fuck are you doing coming up to a door deep throating a flashlight, you weirdo? Authorities previously revealed that they found many gloves across the property, but that only some provide clues as where Nancy, whose family says her health is fragile, which obviously a lot of us already know that if you have been following the case. That's the first thing I noticed right away was they were saying she's fragile, that she could die, you know, going on and on and on about that.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing in this case right now is that DNA, we all know that DNA don't lie for the most part. You know, yeah, it could be planted, etc. But DNA, it's either one going to come back to somebody or two, it's not going to come back to anyone because they're not in the system, right? But you would think that this is a career criminal that did this, or somebody who at least has some experience, which that's not always necessarily true, right? You know, if somebody chose to kidnap somebody, that doesn't mean that they have a record. It could be a first for that person, but what I'm trying to say here is 75% of the time, it's somebody who's already done something to the magnitude of kidnapping or robbery or, you know, because obviously you felt comfortable walking up with all these gloves on camera and, you know, it's just weird. It's too brazen. Great to see you. I appreciate you, Debbie. Thank you. Nice to see you too, my friend. Savannah's yearly income is 20 to 40 million on the Today Show. Donna, what's going on, Donna? Nice to see you, my friend. You said T-Rev should have gone to Arizona. I don't think she's alive. I could drive there right now if I want to. You know?
Say hi.
Nothing stopping me. But Catalina Hills doesn't mind if anyone. I'll pass on that. Also, you said watch CNY Family. She knows a movie that Sheriff, you said, has about Arizona or desert. It was supposed. Why can't I read this? I need to make this shit bigger. Yep, I'm going to get a laptop, y'all. Screw this. Can't do it no more.
Want to go to bed?
Tap it out.
He's Brendel.
Pull this up here. You see how much is your Patreon? Like
Greg
$2, something like that. You can also put on 857 Tucson scanner live feed. Ooh, that's why I need to go get my laptop. What happened to all my computers? One's at Michaela's right now. I just don't have it on me. I'm about to go buy a new laptop. What's going on, Katie? Nice to see you, my friend. We're about to turn this up a whole different way, though. I just wanted to come on here, cover a little bit of this, and just really get on here and talk with you guys. But I'm about to go make a couple runs real quick, get a laptop. Make sure you guys smash the like button. And when I end this stream, make sure you comment. You know, drop some comments down in the bottom. Let me know who you think is behind this. Like, I want to hear from all of you guys. Who do you think is behind this? This isn't going to be the last live in a long time, nothing like that. I will be back on. Again, there's a lot of announcements we got coming up that are pretty big for the channel. And I'm very, very, very excited about these things. Because, again, independently, by myself, out here doing my thing, living on my own for the first time in 8 years without, you know, thinking I need love, right? But again, I want to see the Rev Gang in the comments here really bringing out what sticks out to you the most about this case and who do you think's behind it? Rev Gang, I love y'all. I'm about to go run to the store. I got a couple things I need to do to really get back into the mix and get my podcast mic. I need to go over to Michaela's. Hopefully she let me grab that and I can go get that laptop and really lock in.
Hopefully she'll let me grab that.
Smash the like button. I'll be back a little bit later. I'll probably go live then. Love y'all. Peace.
I gotta put you down for a few, okay? Can I put you down for a few? FBI, open up! Good boy. Oh. Yeah, he's going hard for that laptop. I think that's it for him. I don't, but who knows at this point, you know, who knows? And one big doodle. Thank you for becoming a member. Somebody just bought him a laptop. I'm pretty sure. So I don't know. He's out of his mind. Okay, get in bed. Hey, Otis, come here. Otis, come here. These guys are being now they're awake. Now they're awake. All right, guys. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Let me see. Let me think. Thank you guys for the likes. And thank you to Kelly K, member for 13 months. Golden Pearl donated a Lab After Dark membership. Thank you. I appreciate that. Little Miss Sharon, thank you for donating the $10. I appreciate that very much. And One Big Doodle, thank you for becoming a member. It all goes to the laptop. We're getting a new laptop, guys. And I'll catch you guys later. Thanks so much for being here. We're getting a new laptop, guys. I still like you. Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Ladies and gentlemen, Lab After Dark is starting shortly.
Getting a new laptop, everybody. Going to the store right now. Actually, let me play something for you really quick. It's been a while since I played this. This is one of my favorites. We'll end after that.
Like the whole movement recently? Like, isn't that kind of, or is that not a thing?
I'm not sure. I don't know why they have such big receipts, and it doesn't feel like real paper. It feels like recycled, like spider webs or something.
It's like so they can print on it or something. I don't know.
No, you can print on paper. What does that mean?
I don't know. Maybe it just holds up better. Like,
what do you
weather.
What?
If it gets rained on?
If the receipt gets rained on, it holds up better in weather?
Yeah, maybe. It's like waxy.
But you said so they can print on it. They can print on paper, Lucas.
Yeah, I don't. It might show up better.
What?
Might show up better on that.
Well, people have been printing on paper for
but
time
people
immemorial.
Print on other things that show up better. There's different kinds of paper.
How does that show up better?
There's different kinds of paper.
I just don't understand what you're saying.
I don't know. I don't know either.
Such a weird way to go about it.
Well, then look up why they fucking have weird receipt paper.
That's not a thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's weird. It's a different kind of paper. I think it's just recycled paper.
Recycled paper.
Yeah. You didn't know you can recycle paper?
Yeah. I know you can recycle paper, but I just didn't know that it would be.
Why is everything an argument with you?
It's not an argument. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just I'm curious.
About what?
Receipts.
Dude, one time.
Dude, I blew my nose on a receipt one time.
Oh.
I had nothing else.
Was it a CVS one?
No. I don't know
what kind of paper was it?
It wasn't the good. It was the recycled kind.
It was the bad paper?
Yeah, it was not good.
Dude, you, for some reason, Lucas invited me over for dinner last night. Mm-hmm. And I was really excited. And I thought it was a dinner party, like a formal dinner party.
This is such bullshit. Because, Josh, how many times do you invite me over for dinner after work?
Never.
All the time.
Okay.
I had meatloaf at your house a couple weeks ago, and you know it.
So? It wasn't a dinner party, though.
You asked me to come over for chili dogs, too.
I know. I did.
How is that not? So do I say, oh, is it a dinner party?
You didn't invite me.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend did.
Yeah, you were coming to my house. Just you, me, and her.
And the way that it was presented to me was that it was a formal invitation. So I
didn't invite you.
I know.
Because I don't care whether you were there or not.
Yeah, I understand that. None of that. That's not important. But I thought when I was invited
that's not what you thought. You were making a mockery of it. You were trying to be funny. You were getting other people riled up and into it. You were doing what you do.
What do I do?
You just take things. You just like manipulate things.
Okay, so I was like, hey, like I'm invited. I was telling her like, hey, I thought it was nice. Like Lucas's girlfriend invited me over for dinner. And I was asking Lucas about it, and he's like making it seem like, oh, yeah, come over and eat. We're going to sit on the couch and eat. And I'm like, I thought this was like a dinner party. And he's like, no, it's not a dinner party.
Now you're making me sound like an asshole. I said, it's not a dinner party. You could come over and have food, or you don't have to.
Right. But you never invited me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
No, I didn't.
So then I said to him, well, it sounds like you don't even want me there. And so I had this whole plan. I was going to bring wine.
What? You're gonna bring wine?
Bring wine to the dinner party. Talking to the microphone, Peyton. Bring wine, and I was going to wear a tie. I asked him if I could wear a tie. He said that he was going to lock me out of his house.
That's not it. You were like, oh, do I get a +1? Josh, do you even fucking own a tie? I've never seen you wear a tie.
Yeah, I own a tie. I have one hanging. Yeah. And I have a dress shirt.
and he thought that was the occasion to bust it out.
I felt like it was a formal, like we were having like an adult dinner party. And I thought there was going to be more people there too.
Was there?
No.
Did I tell you that there was going to be more people there?
You didn't. You uninvited me at the last minute.
You were making a mockery of it.
I wasn't making a mockery of anything. I was excited.
No. You were making a mockery.
What did I show up with?
Wine and 3 wine glasses. And I did enjoy the wine. But where did we sit and eat? On the fucking couch?
Why didn't we sit at the table?
Because it was not a dinner party, and I was making that very fucking clear.
I still don't understand why we weren't at the table. The table is clean.
It was perfect. It was.
Why didn't we sit at the table?
Because maybe if you didn't make a mockery of it, we could have sat at the table.
I didn't make a mockery. I was excited.
No, you weren't. You were not excited to come over.
Yeah, I was.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was.
He was excited.
Josh,
and
you're telling me that none of it, the whole day, none of it was a joke to you?
None of it. Not one.
Oh, okay. So the other people that got involved, it wasn't funny to them?
No. They were just happy for me.
It's just not true. And that's a lie. You're just lying to the people.
I wasn't trying to be funny.
Josh.
Okay, was it funny though?
No. Did I laugh once?
Yeah, you laughed. And you kept yelling that you're making a mockery of this, but I didn't. I was just excited. I thought we were all going to dress up.
And if I would have saw you in a fucking tie, you'd have been outside.
I was excited.
I was wearing sweats.
I saw.
In a sweatshirt.
No shirt underneath.
No shirt underneath.
Every time.
I didn't have underwear on.
God, you're wearing no underwear at all.
I didn't have underwear on at all.
Socks?
No, I don't think I had socks on. That's not a dinner party.
I was going to wear a tie with slacks. But I did bring.
That's the point I'm trying to make. You were making a mockery of the situation.
It seems like you were the one.
No. Because all of a sudden, around 3 o'clock, when you get your fucking second wind every day, and you get all fired up, then it turned into a fucking dinner party.
I wanted it to be a dinner party.
Well, you could have said, "Can we have a dinner party sometime?"
Can we?
Yeah.
And where we can all dress up?
Yeah.
I brought wine.
Not a dinner party. That's just a friend bringing wine to my house.
Bought 3 wine glasses too.
Yeah, that was weird. Do you want those back? They're in my sink.
They're yours, baby. It's casualty of the dinner party. We had a dinner party whether you want to admit it or not.
Yeah. I was wearing no shirt and no underwear. That's not a dinner party.
And no socks.
And we didn't sit at a table. We were watching Kenny versus Spinny.
I was disappointed by the no table thing.
Well, next time, if there's a dinner party.
Thank you for the invite, though. I do appreciate it.
I didn't invite you. I actually uninvited you.
Like twice. But there was no way I wasn't showing up. You know that, right?
I was well aware.
Like I was bound and determined.
But I was making sure in front of other people that I wasn't going to be mocked.
I wasn't making a mockery.
Yes, you were.
That's just not...
Josh, you were being silly. And you turned the whole thing into a mockery.
You're being silly? What are you, 90? You're being silly?
Yeah, you're goofing off.
Why? Because I wanted to have a dinner party?
No malarkey.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Malarkey.
Yeah.
I asked for a +1. I didn't get that.
Absolutely not.
Why couldn't I bring somebody? You made me come by myself.
I didn't make you.
And I was late.
If you showed up with somebody, I wouldn't have.
Was I late?
I said if you showed up with a tie or with certain people, you will be outside.
If I wore a tie, you would have really put... I was going to slick my hair back and show up in a tie.
Mockery.
How's that a mockery? I just wanted to look nice.
No, that's not what you were doing because I told you what the evening was going to be.
Yeah, so here's the best part about that whole thing. Mm-hmm. I thought this was going to be some upscale like evening, some high class.
He did not think this is where it's
your mic's off.
Unbelievable.
I thought there was going to be this up class, like a high scale dinner. Like it was going to be like pasta primavera and garlic knots and dipping the bread in, oil and vinegar.
What?
At one point, I look over at Lucas and he has a spaghetti sandwich that he smashed 2 pieces of garlic bread onto the middle of the sandwich, and he's sitting there eating. Can you imagine me wearing a tie, turning and looking and seeing that god awful
hair?
That's what I was saying. That was my point. It was not a dinner party.
You were the one that made a mockery of it. If you
no,
ask
I
me.
did not.
Yeah,
I did not want a dinner party.
You didn't respect.
So I behaved in a manner.
You didn't respect your guests.
No,
I know.
It was you.
I'm a guest. I was an invited guest.
But you were invited to hang out and possibly grab something to eat if you wanted to.
No, that was the thing. That was the invite. Hey, I'm making pasta primavera. Please show up at 6 on the dot.
That's not what it said.
Bring your finest crystal.
It probably said, "Hey, I'm making some spaghetti, and if you want some, come over."
It wasn't spaghetti. It was pasta primavera.
Okay, pasta primavera, and if you want some, come over.
And I came over.
That's not a dinner party.
What do you? Okay, weigh in. Is that a dinner party?
I don't know.
So
I'm kind of in the middle.
So we were eating that whether you were coming over or not. I feel like a dinner party is a special menu where you make enough for everybody.
You did. You made enough for me.
But if you didn't come, those were my leftovers for cold spaghetti sandwiches.
Yeah, but you ate that after the dinner itself.
Yeah, I know. I got a second wind. I
was only there 2 hours, and I saw you eating one. It was disgustingly
It's good.
You ate it violently too.
It was good. It wasn't a dinner party, but we can have a dinner party at some point.
Hey, I just wanted to thank you for the invite. Thank you.
I didn't invite you.
Thank your lovely girlfriend for the beautiful meal.
I'll let her know.
I hope you guys enjoyed the wine.
I did.
That I spent money on.
Yeah, I appreciate the wine.
And I showed up
the
with
wine
3
glasses were weird, but whatever.
Why was that weird? Did you have wine glasses?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I just thought I'd bring the fine crystal. It was a dinner
crystal.
Yeah, it was a dinner party.
Okay.
Who shows up with wine? Did you drink some wine?
All right, dude, I'm sorry for my bad behavior at your dinner party.
You could have wore underwear. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair.
Or socks.
And
or a shirt.
You're mad at me because I wanted to wear a tie, but you didn't want to wear underwear.
Yeah, that was the point. Like, you were like gonna fuck up my evening by trying to make it all fucking fancy. I wanted to chill.
In all honesty, all 100% honesty, how pissed off were you? Were you annoyed with me?
Oh yeah.
Bad, huh?
Oh yeah. In my mind, you were uninvited, but I knew you were going to show up. But I was trying to make it clear that I did not want you there.
Did I get under your skin?
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
Oh man, that's so funny too. Because around 3:00, I was like getting a little bored, and I was like, you know what? I started telling everybody
every fucking day.
No, I started telling everybody. I'm like, hey, I'm invited over to Lucas's for dinner. He invited me over. He's like, he'll walk right past my desk. He goes, I didn't invite you. Was somebody here?
Yeah.
Somebody knocked on the door?
Yeah.
This door?
Yep.
This one?
Yep.
Or that one?
Hello? It's Domino's. You order Domino's?
Open the door. Peyton, go get that $50.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Hold on 1 second. Go get that money. Hey, what's the total bill? That's it?
26. No, I think.
Well, yeah, it's kind of the wrong room, but not really. It's just, it's okay. You want to peek your head in here real quick?
Yeah.
Who's this? I can't. Hey, come on in.
So close.
Come in. Hey, you want to say hi real quick?
Cracking people.
Hey, Domino's showed up. Knocked on the wrong door, but that's okay.